Hi, this is Mike Mason, and this is a Cisco Spark demo. What I'm going to provide today is a demo between spaces and teams. So I'm in the Spark client, and right now, as you see, I have a couple of people that I'm connected to, and there's a space that I'm in today, right? It's called Team Mason. I can look, I can see what people are in that space. I can do a variety of things in that space, including whiteboarding, add files, start meetings, okay, or make a phone call, all in that space. I can also do things like grab a screenshot and add that to the space as well. Okay. Now, if I want to create a new space, which I'm going to go ahead and do, I just hit the plus sign top here and choose Create a Space. Okay. Decorating for the holidays. I'm going to give it the space a name, and then I'll invite different people to my space. Okay, you can either type the email address or just start typing if you've made a connection before, and it should go ahead and find them. And I'm going to go ahead and now create that space. Okay, and these other users should see this space as well. Okay, and then I'm ready to get going, put messages in that space. Once somebody else has actually opened that space, so I'm going to click it on with one of my users here. We would see the read receipt come right in that space right there. Okay. A couple things you could do with spaces is I can edit the name. So if I want to choose to change the name, I could go ahead and do that. I can make it a favorite, change the notifications. And when I have a traditional space, one of the things I could do is actually lock the space. Okay, so when I lock the space, what I get is the ability to be the moderator of the room. So for instance, right now, as other people have put messages in the room, okay, I can flag them, okay, but I can't change any of the properties. I could delete my message, but not theirs. So as soon as I lock this space, and then look at the people in that space, okay, one, I see now I'm the moderator. Okay, I can make other people the moderator. I can also remove other people from that space. But once I've locked it, these other participants can't add anyone else to the space. Only I can do that. Okay, I could make them moderators, but now I can actually delete their message from this space. Okay. Now another thing I could do with this space is make it a team. So let's see what teams are. Okay, so if I click teams, right now I'm not a member of any team. Okay, but I can go ahead and click add to a new team, or actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to click a different user. They have a couple teams already created, and I'm just going to go ahead and add team members. So once you create a team, you create different spaces, or think of them as channels, persistent chat rooms. Okay, and then you add team members, and then the team members can join whatever spaces they want. So I'm going to add Princess Leia as a team member. There she is. I'm also going to go a step further, and what I wanted to do was make her a moderator as well. Not sure why the right click wasn't working there, but now she's a moderator for that space. Okay, so I come back here. We can see that I've been added to the general group for that team. So the Avengers is the name of the team, and then the space is called general, right? So everyone who's a member of that team is in the general space. I'm going to now click on the teams, click on Avengers. I'm already part of the general space, so I can see things in there. But now there's these 4 subspaces that exist, and if I wanted to join any of them, I can click on them. Okay, I can't preview them, can't just quietly lurk and see what's in there, but I can join the space. And then once I've joined, I can see all the messages that were in that space, and now I can join that space myself and participate in everything in that space. Okay, other than that, the space itself acts just like um, a space, whether it's a team space or a traditional space, they behave the same way. Okay, and if I look at the people, I can see them in the space. Now, as far as other actions I can do on a team-based space, one thing I actually can't do is lock the space. Okay, that is, if you made them a team member, then they have access to that space. Um, you can't lock a team space. Okay, but what I can do is I can remove it from the team. So if I decided either for whatever reason I did want to lock it or I wanted to make it invite only instead of having people join the spaces they want, I can just say remove this space from the team, hit yes, and it's gone. Now it's not gone. If I go back to just my regular spaces here, now I see pumpkin carving lessons. Okay, it's still got all the same people in it. It's just not a part of a space. So the only way to get into this room is for one of these three users to add you. Okay, now I do have the capability to lock this space if I wanted to. And I can also go the other way. Okay, so if I wanted to take traditional space, add it to a team, I can go ahead and do that. And now it's back as part of this team. Okay, and one last thing I can do is I can archive a space. So if the space really becomes no longer active, you don't really want anybody else to join it, you can just archive it and it will exist down here as a non-active space. Okay, so people won't add messages to it until, if you need to look at what information's in that space, you can just go ahead and make it active, and then the space is just like it was before. Okay, and that's it. That's a demo of the difference between spaces and teams.